Have you ever noticed that your memory isn't what it used to be? Maybe you search all over the house for your glasses, only to discover that you're wearing them. Or perhaps you've forgotten the name of a neighbor you've known for years. The most alarming thing is that these little lapses could be a sign of something much more serious happening in your brain. What few people know is that there is a common mistake we all make every day in our diet that is accelerating the deterioration of our memory without us realizing it. And this mistake particularly affects people over the age of 60. Have you found yourself losing track of conversations? Do you often forget where you left your keys? Have you noticed that it is becoming increasingly difficult to remember names or important dates? I'm Dr. Sofia Martin, a specialist in brain health and healthy aging. For over 20 years, I've been helping men and women over 60 maintain an active mind, a strong memory, and balanced mental well-being. In this video, I'm going to reveal the extraordinary power that certain foods have to protect your brain from cognitive decline. You will discover the 5 foods that act as a natural shield against Alzheimer's, the serious dietary mistake that is damaging your memory every day, a simple 10-minute routine that can delay cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. Before continuing, give me a like if you are concerned about your memory or that of a loved one, and tell me in the comments which city or country you are watching this video from. I love to know how far this message of hope is reaching. Alzheimer's and dementia are not simply inevitable consequences of aging. They are diseases that progress silently for decades before we notice the first symptoms. According to the World Health Organization, more than 55 million people worldwide are living with dementia, and a new case is reported every 3 seconds. The scariest thing is how it starts. Not with major memory loss, but with small lapses that many mistake for things of age. Forgetting where you left your keys or the name of an acquaintance may seem normal at 65, but it could be the first visible sign of a brain that has been suffering in silence for years. And the worst part is that by the time the symptoms become apparent, when you can no longer remember your loved ones or perform basic tasks, the damage is so advanced that it is irreversible. The window for effectively preventing cognitive decline is now, not when the symptoms become impossible to ignore. Have you ever wondered why some people reach 90 with a sharp mind while others begin to lose their memory at 60? The difference could be in what they put on their plate every day. To understand how to protect your brain, you first need to understand what is damaging it. Imagine your brain as a city with millions of streets, neural connections, where information constantly circulates. Over time, these streets can become blocked for 2 main reasons. The first is toxic proteins, especially beta amyloid and tau, which accumulate and form barricades in these brain streets. These proteins are like garbage that piles up, preventing neurons from communicating efficiently. The second is chronic inflammation. Your brain has a cleaning system called the glymphatic system, which works mainly while you sleep. When this system fails, toxins accumulate, causing inflammation and damage to brain cells. Oxidative stress is another crucial factor. Free radicals, unstable molecules produced by pollution, stress, and certain foods, attack neurons like rust-corroding metal. Over time, this cumulative damage slows down your thinking and weakens your memory. Recent studies have shown that certain natural compounds found in some foods, particularly antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, can act as protective shields for your neurons, neutralizing free radicals and reducing brain inflammation. It's as if these foods form a cleaning and maintenance crew, constantly working to keep the streets of your brain city open and functioning properly. Here's the mistake we almost all make: consuming too many processed foods and refined sugars while neglecting the antioxidant-rich foods our brains desperately need. Refined sugar is particularly harmful. When we consume excess sugar, especially on an empty stomach, we cause blood glucose spikes that lead to brain inflammation. This chronic inflammation accelerates the formation of amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles, the main characteristics of Alzheimer's disease. Ultra-processed foods, such as industrial cookies, soft drinks, cold cuts, and many ready-to-eat foods, are designed to be addictive, but lack the nutrients the brain needs to stay healthy. Not only do these foods fail to provide protection, but they actively damage brain structures. Many people think they can compensate for a poor diet with supplements or medications, but science shows that nutrients work best when they come from whole foods, where they work in synergy with other natural compounds. Most alarmingly, this eating pattern is particularly common among people over the age of 60, who often reduce their consumption of fresh fruits and vegetables just when their brains need them most. The good news is that there is a simple and delicious solution: berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are true treasures for brain health. What makes berries so special? They contain the highest concentration of anthocyanins, a type of antioxidant that has been shown in scientific studies to have extraordinary effects on the brain. Anthocyanins are the pigments that give these fruits their characteristic color, and they are also responsible for protecting neurons against oxidative damage. A Harvard University study showed that people who regularly consume berries can delay cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. This means that with a simple daily habit, you can gain years of mental clarity and healthy memory. The ideal dose is a handful, approximately 100 grams, of berries each day, preferably at breakfast or as a mid-morning snack. They can be fresh or frozen, as frozen berries retain most of their antioxidant properties. The key is consistency. The effect of antioxidants is cumulative, which means that the benefits increase with regular consumption. It is not necessary to consume large quantities, but rather to maintain this habit day after day. In addition, these berries are low in sugar and calories, making them ideal even for people with diabetes or who are watching their weight. Let me share with you the story of Luisa, a 68-year-old retired teacher. When she came to my office, she was concerned because she was forgetting the names of her former students and getting lost in conversations that required prolonged concentration. I started by recommending that she include a handful of mixed berries with plain yogurt in her daily breakfast. In just 6 weeks, Luisa noticed that she could hold longer conversations without getting lost and remembered names and dates more easily. "It's as if the mental fog is lifting," she told me at our follow-up appointment. I also remember the case of Manuel, a 74-year-old retired engineer who began to have difficulty remembering addresses in his own neighborhood. We incorporated berries into his daily diet, along with other lifestyle changes. 3 months later, Manuel not only remembered routes better, but his family noticed that he was more active in family conversations and was taking up hobbies he had abandoned. These cases show that even small changes in diet can have a significant impact on mental clarity and memory, especially when implemented before cognitive decline is severe. Although berries are generally safe for most people, there are some important precautions. If you are taking anticoagulants, such as warfarin or Sintram, consult your doctor before significantly increasing your consumption of berries, as they may interact with these medications. People with inflammatory bowel disease may experience irritation due to the small seeds present in some berries. In these cases, consider consuming them in the form of puree or strained juice. Those with diabetes should keep in mind that, although berries are low in sugar compared to other fruits, they still contain natural fructose. If you are allergic to salicylates, natural compounds found in many fruits, you may experience adverse reactions to berries. People with kidney problems who require potassium control in their diet should consult a nephrologist about the appropriate amounts of these fruits. Always remember that, even though they are natural, foods are powerful and can interact with medications or existing medical conditions. To maximize the protection of your memory and brain health, I suggest this daily routine that incorporates berries along with other healthy habits. In the morning, start your day with a breakfast that includes a handful of berries mixed with plain yogurt with no added sugar. Add a teaspoon of chopped nuts for healthy fats that will help you better absorb the antioxidants. Mid-morning, eat a piece of citrus fruit such as an orange, which is rich in vitamin C that enhances the effect of the antioxidants in berries. Stay well hydrated throughout the day by drinking at least 1.5 liters of water. Even mild dehydration significantly affects cognitive function. Spend 20 minutes a day doing moderate physical activity, such as brisk walking. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the production of BDNF, a protein that promotes the creation of new neural connections. Before bed, practice 10 minutes of relaxation or meditation to reduce levels of cortisol, stress hormone, that damage the hippocampus, the region of the brain responsible for forming new memories. Make sure you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. During deep sleep, your brain activates the glymphatic system, which removes toxins accumulated during the day. This routine is simple but powerful. It doesn't require big investments or radical changes, just small conscious decisions that, over time, can make the difference between preserving your memories or losing them prematurely. We have traveled together down the fascinating path of brain protection through nutrition. Now you know that berries are true allies in keeping your memory active and your mind clear, thanks to their powerful anthocyanins that fight inflammation and oxidative damage in your brain. You have also learned that the mistake of consuming too many processed foods and refined sugars is silently damaging your neurons and accelerating brain aging. The difference between aging with a sharp mind or losing yourself in oblivion can lie in small daily decisions, such as including a simple handful of berries in your breakfast. I'm Dr. Sofia Martin, and after 20 years of helping people maintain their brain health, I can assure you that it's never too late to start taking care of your mind. But it's also never too early. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with someone who needs this information. Leave a comment with the phrase, "My memory is my treasure," and tell me which city you're watching this video from. Remember, your brain is who you are, your identity, your memories, your abilities. It deserves your full attention and care. See you in the next video, where I'll reveal another essential secret to keeping your mind young and active for many years to come.